All right, we are live.
All right, perfect. We are Backwoods Rentals, and we're actually team 4, but I'm Maddie, and then the other group members are Jeff and Blake. So basically a little overview of our business. We are a land rental company, so people can go on our website and book a property. And then we also have a service that the landowners can kind of have their land up for lease, so we can they can get it for so people can use it and hunt on it. Basically, we are just trying to provide an experience for individuals to hunt on that like to hunt. And then we're also trying to solve the problem that most hunters have, which is not having private land available to them. And most public land is always crowded and doesn't provide that same experience that people like because it's overcrowded. And there's also a lot of land available that others are trying to make money off of and don't have the time or interest to do the hunting. So that's kind of why we have that other service available for them. And then, as I said, we're team 4. I'm Maddie, and I'm kind of in charge of advertising and promotions. And then Jeff is in charge of customer relations, and then Blake is in charge of sales. And then this is our video for our target market. Okay, Blake.
Okay. Hey, Maddie. So this is my issue. I am 25. I work in the corporate industry. I don't have a lot of time to go out and do a lot of land work myself. So purchasing land is not really an option for me at the moment. But I do love hunting and fishing. But going to these public land is so overcrowded. It's almost to the point it's not even worth it. But I would still love the opportunity to go out maybe 4 or 5 times a year during the season if it's on a weekend where I can schedule my own kind of thing. So can you tell me a little bit about your business and how that would help my problem there?
Right. Well, Backwoods Rentals, basically, we just help you connect with different landowners that are leasing land to hunt on. And it's completely private land, so you won't have that issue of the public, being overcrowded or anything like that. But we have about 100 landowners that are leasing. So basically what we do is we just help you connect with them. And we have different landowners that have different price ranges. So if you're looking for something a little bit, on the lower end or the higher end, we also have that capability of just helping you, fit your needs. It also, some of our landowners do have a certain amount of days minimums that you can lease their property for hunting. They also have a ton of rules, but all of that is we'll get to, once we kind of figure out what you're looking for. So basically, we just want you to have, the best experience and getting to do, hunting. I'm sure, that's one of your main hobbies and what you love. So we just want to help you connect with our landowners.
Okay. And so just getting me connected with these landowners, will it be just solely off of your website alone?
Yeah, so everything's done through our website. We have like some hospitality coordinators who kind of like help you in different parts of the country as well. Where are you from?
Oklahoma.
Okay, great. So we do obviously have a lot of land available in Oklahoma for leasing. So yeah, I'll get you, we can get you connected with somebody in Oklahoma.
Okay, that works with me. Thank you.
Okay. Hi, Maddie. I'm Jeff. I'm a lawyer who works in downtown Dallas, and very recently I inherited quite a bit of land up in Oklahoma from a family member of mine, and I don't want to just sell it or give it away because it has been in my family for a long time. But I personally don't hunt or fish or do anything really outdoors like that. I'm also a couple hours away, so it's kind of a hassle to get out there and maintain it. But I don't want to just have it sit there and not be used. And so I heard that your kind of company would help me match up with people that would go out and use my land since I can't use it.
Yes, that's a great thing about Backwood Rentals. So your land will be utilized for what it's for, and what for people love to come out and do is hunt and do all the fun things. What we'll usually do to get that kind of set up is we'll send somebody out there, a professional. He'll just kind of like look at the land, and then we can talk numbers and that kind of a thing. Do you know how many acres?
I think I don't know the exact number, but at least like 100, 150. It's a decent amount of land.
That's perfect. So usually like our customers, they can like set up tents, they can kind of just camp out on the land while they're hunting. And usually like you can set the price for how long and the days for how long that you want them to stay. And we will help you coordinate and communicate with the customers that would be using your land. Completely, I know you said that you're from the Dallas area and it's in Oklahoma. So we will be completely hands-on with that and help you with that process of communicating. So it will take some stress off your back. I know being a lawyer is probably, very stressful at times. You're really busy. So yeah, do you have any other questions or need to know anything else?
Yeah, so like what kind of, with the customers going out there, is that something like that I would have to have coordinated with someone meeting them out there, showing them where to go, or
no,
would you
that
guys
would
have
be
someone who helps coordinate that, or?
Yes, that is completely like our hospitality team completely does all of that work. Okay. So you don't have to worry about that. Once again, it's a stress-free process. So we got it taken care of after that.
Yeah, that's awesome. Where do I sign up?
We actually have a website now. It's backwoodrentals.com.
Okay, awesome. I'll be sure to go check it out and apply to get my land put through your guys' service.
All right. Thank you so much.
So for our company, we looked at the 8 P's for service, product, price, place, promotion, people, physical evidence, process, and philosophy. And we tried to map out what those were for us before we kind of got started with our business. So for product, we are providing a marketplace that is our product. We are providing an online just host marketplace for hunters and landowners to connect and rent hunting land. It's a place for landowners to put their land up to be available to rent, and it's for hunters to come and find land for them to rent. So we are basically just providing the space for those transactions to happen. For price, it's obviously variable because we are kind of a like vacation rental almost service like Airbnb or Vrbo. It's going to be variable depending on the size of the land, I guess the quality of hunting, based on what kind of animals you might find there, and then obviously the length of stay. But all of our pricing starts at a baseline of $225 per night. So that is the cheapest rate, and then it'll only go up for better, larger land plots or longer stays. The place is backwoodrentals.com is where our marketplace is. promotion, we're utilizing search engine optimization, social media campaigns, Google advertising, and partnerships with influencers. So popular hunting accounts, popular kind of outdoors brands, partnering with them to promote our company, promote our brand, and get the word about Backwood Rentals more out there and more readily kind of well known among the hunting community. So more for the service side, the people include on our side the land specialists and customer service. Those are the people who are going to mostly interact with the hunters or the landowners. And then obviously the hunters and landowners are the people who are involved in our service, who are paying for our service. So those are all the people that will interact to put a plot of land up for rent, or for a hunter to rent a piece of land. Those are all the people that are going to be involved in that process. And then speaking of process, our process is all online. Customers can go online to book their hunting trip, find, through our catalog a piece of land that we have available and book a trip whenever they would like. And then same for landowners. They can go to our site and fill out little informational form to request to put their land on our website, and then we will kind of follow back up with them over the phone or through email or a Zoom call to kind of talk to them, learn more about their land, and verify they'd be a good fit. Physical evidence. The physical evidence is the actual land. That's the physical kind of product that's being used in our marketplace, is that private land. So hunters renting that out and going to hunt. That's kind of the actual physical place or evidence. And for philosophy, our philosophy is to create a unique, stress-free environment for hunters to pursue their passions. So we've kind of already touched on it. A lot of hunters have to utilize public land, and it's very crowded, not enjoyable. So we want to create a way for more hunters to get to go, in more private, secluded areas to do their hunting, so that they can actually enjoy the hobby they love. So for market research, we interviewed quite a few landowners and hunters. We got very good feedback on our business. They all thought it was a great idea, because all the landowners kind of agreed that their land isn't being fully utilized. They're not on it 24 hours a day, 365 days a week. So they like the idea of being able to kind of generate some extra income by renting out their land. And then hunters were ecstatic about it, because they love the idea of just being able to pay a few $100 to go on a private piece of land where it's just them and their friends, or just a dad and his kids, and they can kind of enjoy that experience without all sorts of other people kind of interrupting or crowding their space. So this feedback really helped us verify that our service idea would be successful. Everyone gave us positive feedback, and they all genuinely agreed this was a great business idea, and that if or when it launches, they would want to be involved with it. So for our brand board, here's some of the images. We're trying to go for very much the outdoorsy, the hunting aesthetic. We got some guys, shooting guns, some shots of, the land, a hunting dog, very much just trying to play into the aesthetic of those who are outdoorsmen, who are hunting, are up at 5 a.m, going out to hunt. And very much kind of that green and outdoors texture and color palette is kind of where we are trying to establish our brand with. And then for our brand board, like I said, kind of that green outdoors color palette is what we're going for, since we are catering to hunters and talking about, hunting land, very much an outdoors environment, outdoors kind of culture with the people we'll be working with. So we want to play into that. And then here's just some more photos of hunting, some, animals, some guys with a deer he shot. So very much just again playing into that outdoors aesthetic, because that is where our service kind of revolves around. So we really want to focus on that and kind of utilize that to attract more people to our brand.
All right, so this is pretty much how our website is looking. As Jeff mentioned, we are going through the green and almost a greenish brown palettes of color here to kind of match the overall feel of what hunting looks like. And then we also have our SEA and influencer campaign. Most of our campaigns we ran through social media, Instagram, Facebook. And so we're going to be running through Facebook ads since they're owned by the same company, Metaverse. And then also going to be utilizing Google ads to kind of get our optimization on our SEA out there as well. Our click-through rates are going to be at 2%. The cost per click is about 30 cents to $1 to $2.76. So our guerrilla marketing campaign, we decided to do an ad video that we can post onto our social media. One of the biggest things is we're trying to get the younger generation into hunting more. And so we're going to have a video showing a man taking his young son hunting for the first time. They get to the spot that his dad has scouted out prior to them hunting that morning. The sunrise, they all see the other hunters and they're blaze orange everywhere. The dad gets on his local Facebook group to complain as he just wants to show his son how to hunt. He comes across an ad from Backwoods Hunting. He sees he can book a hunt the next morning with his sons on private land. They make the reservations, share a moment, and indicating how memories are made. So basically, we'll be going through 4 phases of going ahead and scheduling a solo hunt or a hunt with a father and son during the gun season in Oklahoma, where majority of people are out on public land then. And so that's usually taking place on the 3rd Sunday of November, and it runs into about the second weekend of December. So when we do that, we also are going to need to hire and schedule a videographer for that specific date and then shoot the video in heavily populated areas to where we actually can view other hunters in the video as well. And then we've got to edit the film and then post to our social media platforms. So to conclusion, we validated with those who have interest in our services and feel that our businesses would be a success to help promote hunting all over the state of Oklahoma. And we're hoping to actually take it to the next level and generate potential leads by going ahead and getting to other landowners. And we also plan on expanding the business towards more heavily hunted areas such as Texas and Kansas, where they actually have a little bit more hunting communities than they do in Oklahoma.
Like, make sure you hit to end the recording first before you end the Zoom.